Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. So, being so close to the new year, I thought we'd integrate some some goals or visioning for the new year. So, we'll kind of mix it in with some of the stuff we do today. So, close your eyes and reflect. Reflect on a prayer or an area of healing that you want in your life. And let's take it a step further and kind of think of what we'd like to bring in to the new year. Some action we'd like to take, some goal, something we'd like to achieve, even if it's a shift in ourself or committing to our practice a little bit more. Think of what that would look like as you go into the future. So just close your eyes and reflect on what things you would like to bring into your life in this upcoming year. The older I get, the more that I begin to realize if I don't set an intention at the beginning of the year, then whatever I'm trying to bring in really doesn't happen throughout the year. It starts with an intention, and then that intention starts to be some action. And then eventually that action starts to become a pattern. And that pattern starts to become repetitive and helps to bring in the thing that I try to bring in. In my youth, I thought New Year's resolutions were kind of silly. But as I've gotten older, I realized like if I don't think about it at the beginning of the year flies by. I never get it done. Like I just don't get it done. And so, form an intention of something. You don't have to know all the details, but you are engaging the process. If you want to meditate more, then meditate. If you want to have a bigger circle of friends, then form the intention that you're going to go out and socialize more. If you want to do some service, do things to help people, then form the intention like I'm going to do more service this year, like an hour a week or 2 hours a week, whatever it might be. If I want to break a bad habit, then form the intention you're breaking the bad habit. If you want to cultivate a good habit, just form the intention I'm gonna bring in this good habit in the new year. So just sit and reflect on this for a moment longer. Now let them go for a moment, and your awareness is on your heart, the center of your chest. Now begin the journey within, starting to move inward towards the spine, but little movements at a time. Just an inch at a time, and then be still and sit with that space. And then after a little while, move in a little bit deeper and then sit with that space. Just be still with where you're at in the heart. And with your awareness on this deeper spot in the heart, reflect on these intentions, the things you would like to bring in to the new year. No. Let's let that go for a moment. And let's think of like sometimes when we offer up a prayer, right? We say our prayer, we give thanks, we express gratitude, we ask for help, we ask for blessings. And then how do we usually end the prayer? Amen, right? In mantras, it's usually Hum, right? In ancient times, in some of the more European inner practices, they would say fiat, like fiat, 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 like the car, fiat, Fiat. And this idea of saying amen or fiat or whom is about setting something in motion so that when you turn away, you turn your attention away and you're distracted by the world, that intention continues to manifest, continues to grow, continues to evolve. So, like you say your prayer, you say, Lord, bless me with this, bless me with that, express gratitude, bless me with peace and wisdom. And then you say, Amen. So, what you're saying is this prayer, yes, I'm sitting and taking the time to say this prayer, but also when I turn my attention away, I want this to continue to manifest. I want this to continue to grow. I want this to come into form or into materialization. So we're going to combine this this practice with setting this New Year's intention, this New Year's resolution. And we want to keep it in motion. Even as we're distracted by life and the things going on, and we forget about that we even made the intention or resolution, the more that it's set in motion, the more it becomes easier to like ride the wave when you think about it. If you think about like sometimes when you've put a behavior in place, a new way of doing it, at first it's kind of hard. But after a while, you get a little momentum. And without thinking about it, you just step into that momentum and it starts to carry you through, right? We would like more of that at the beginning of the new year. So think of your intention again. You can think of a few if you'd like. It could even be, I'd like to be less anxious. I'd like to be more outgoing. I'd like to have more peace in my life. Maybe we'll let that go. And we're going to do a thing called the materialization breath. So I'm going to demonstrate. Your head's going to go down. You're going to inhale through your nose. You're going to raise your head up. And you're going to exhale through the mouth. And then down. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Down. Inhale. Up. exhale. Down, inhale, up, exhale. Down, inhale, up, exhale. Down, inhale, up, exhale. Just be still. The materialization breath helps to materialize light, which is movement. It's about bringing something into form. You're harnessing divine intelligence or the creative force. Again, think of your intention, the things you'd like to bring into the new year. And you're doing this with your awareness on the heart, deeper in the heart. Then let it go. Chin down to your chest. Inhale. Head up. Exhale. Down. Inhale. 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 Up. Exhale. Just be still. Reflect on the things you're wanting to bring on to the new year. Your awareness is on your heart. Your awareness is also on your intention, the things you'd like to bring forth. Continue to meditate or reflect on these areas as I chant Amen. 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 I only affirm I am surrounded by the pure white light. Only good comes to me. Only good goes from me. As I think of these intentions, these things that I'd like to bring forth into this new year, I also realize that I am a being of light. As I walk in the light, I'm able to harness divine intelligence, higher creativity, the ability to bring something forth. I am a vessel of light. I am in harmony with divine intelligence. As I think of these new intentions for the year, I harness the light, I fill them with light so that they continue to manifest, that they continue to materialize. Fiat, 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 fiat. I am one with the divine plan. I align myself with my true nature, my higher soul, the Christ consciousness within, the Buddha nature within. Let this manifest in all areas of my life. I am a vessel of the pure white light. Amen, amen, amen. Fiat, fiat, fiat. So be it, so be it, so be it. Thanks for joining us at the end of this year and the beginning of the new year. Thanks for being on the journey with us. And from all of us at Astara, we love you guys. Take care.